This is Mr. John. Mr. John is a blind person. Being blind, he cannot see obstacles in front of him while he walks. Mr. John is also a football player. He uses his football skills to look for obstacles in front of him. What Mr. John does is that he shoots a ball in front of him and waits for the ball to come back. In case the ball does not come back, Mr. John knows that the way in front of him is clear and has no obstacles. Now he can simply move without any worry. One day, while walking, Mr. John encounters a wall. This time, when Mr. John shoots the ball goes and comes back to him. Now, Mr. John knows that there is some obstacle in front of him from which the ball has been deflected back to him. Mr. John wants to know the distance of that obstacle from him. Mr. John knows that he can shoot the ball with a speed of 10 meters per second. For simplicity, we shall assume that the speed of the ball remains constant throughout the journey. Now, Mr. John can use the relation speed equals the total distance covered divided by the total time taken. In this relation, Mr. John knows the speed and he can measure the time taken. What Mr. John does is that he takes his stopwatch, starts the timer as soon as he shoots the ball. He waits for the ball to go, hit the obstacle and come back to him. As soon as the ball reaches back to him, he stops the timer. And now he knows the total time taken by the ball to cover the whole journey. Let the distance of Mr. John from the obstacle be d units. The ball has to cover a distance of d units while going from Mr. John to the wall. The ball again has to cover a distance of d units while coming back from the wall to Mr. John. Thus, the total distance covered by the ball is d plus d, which is 2d. We can substitute this 2d in the equation and then solve for the distance of the obstacle from Mr. John. Although Mr. John was blind, he could find the distance of objects in front of him by throwing a ball at some given speed and then measuring the time it took for the ball to come back. That same technique is used in other modern machineries like the submarine or aircrafts or other large ships. So, say for example, a submarine which is diving at a very deep part of an ocean, so deep that even light cannot penetrate to that depths, and therefore the submarine cannot see around it. And also, submarines don't have windows. So, how do submarines find the way around them, and how do they avoid hitting obstacles? And also, how do they find the distance of obstacles in front of them? So, they do so by using the same technique as Mr. John did, but obviously, they did not. The submarines did not shoot footballs underwater. That's impractical. So what submarines do is they use another object. In fact, not an object. So instead of shooting footballs, they actually shoot a sound wave, and to be precise, an ultrasound wave in front of it, and then wait for that ultrasound wave to hit some obstacle and come back. Then they measure the time it takes for that sound wave to come back, and using the same technique, using the velocity of air, using the velocity of sound in water, they find the distance of the obstacle that is in front of. This technique of finding distance and shapes of obstacles in various circumstances by ships, submarines, and aircrafts is called sonar, which stands for sound, navigation, and ranging. So that is a very clever piece of technology, and that has applications in various that has various practical applications. And yeah, that's it all about sonar.